Welcome to Pressure Points. I'm Gene Munster. Our topic is Apple pulling the Series 9 and Ultra watch from U.S. shelves and what's the impact to the company and how we think this is going to play out. So in terms of some background on the story is a few months ago, Apple lost a patent case related to the oxygen sensor in Apple Watch Series 9 and Ultra. And this is from a company, Masimo. It's a U.S.-based company, about a $6 billion market cap. They're based in California and sell basically medical device equipment and have a blood oxygen sensor as part of it. And so Apple is in the process of appealing this. Before the ruling on the appeal, Apple has proactively decided to remove these from the U.S. shelves only. So in terms of the impact to revenue, just to put this perspective, Apple does not break out Apple Watch as a percentage of revenue. We estimate that it's about 5% of revenue and growing at just above 10%. I believe that the Series 9 and Ultra are the majority of watch sales, probably 2/3 or a little bit more than that. The other watch in the lineup is the SE, and its selling point is the $250 price point, and that does not have the blood oxygen monitor on it. And so here Apple is pulling from the U.S. shelves. The U.S. business accounts for about 35% of Apple's overall sales. So when you put this all together and assume that these two watches are pulled from the shelves for the next year, that'd be a negative 1% hit to revenue. So it's measurable, it's small, it's measurable, but ultimately I think it doesn't matter because I suspect in the next couple months that Apple will find a way forward. There are two ways forward, and one is that they win the appeal, and the second is that they lose the appeal and then they pay Masimo. And in this case, we'll take the more significant negative impact if they do lose the case and they lose the appeal and they have to pay. It probably would be something that's pretty nominal. Apple has lost patent cases in the past, and we never really even see it impact to margins. As I mentioned, the revenue impact here is pretty small, and any sort of licensing fee would be insignificant and probably not even measurable in the grand scheme of things. But it is important for Apple to pursue and get these back on the shelves. I think they're probably selling again in the U.S. within the next couple months. And the reason is that watch is important for Apple longer term. Of course, they've got an initiative around health and wellness, and they want to do more with the watch in terms of features. Mark Gurman recently was talking about this year, Apple coming out with a blood pressure monitoring feature. That would be huge. It's something in our venture investing that we've seen a lot of companies try to crack the code at some sort of everyday wearable that does blood pressure monitoring. It's exceptionally hard to do. And if Apple can pull it off, I think it would really create a lot of utility for watch. Even though people don't want to know their blood pressure every minute of the day, I think it just would provide a lot of utility. And so if they're going for aspirations like that, they're going to want to keep the blood oxygen sensor around. And so I think they ultimately find their way through this, and this just becomes an afterthought. And we get to focus on more exciting things like Vision Pro coming out early next year. On behalf of Pressure Points, I'm Gene. Bye for now.